A 12-year-old is gaming after school. Her parents are making dinner downstairs. The family is close and the house feels completely secure. But on her screen, a single notification appears. It's quiet. It asks a simple question about the game. Most online harm begins exactly like this, long before a crime is committed, and long before any explicitly illegal content is ever generated. There is an ordinary conversation. Sitting in the next room is no longer enough to protect a child. The interaction unfolding on the screen is moving faster than anyone in the house can see. What starts as a harmless compliment quickly turns into trust building. Then, the contact asks to move to a private chat, subtly isolating the child. On the left, a traditional moderation queue sits completely empty. On the right, a behavioral timeline builds rapidly in real time. The traditional system remains blind to this escalation. It waits for known illegal files, recognized keywords, or user reports. Right now, none of those exist. The delay between that first message and the eventual user report is a dangerous blind spot. That specific waiting period is where irreversible harm occurs. Preventra is engineered to operate directly inside that early window. Instead of scanning message text, Preventra monitors the interaction's behavioral rhythm. It calculates a risk signal based on markers like pressure and isolation. Crucially, this computation runs securely within the operator's environment, processing signals independently of the message body. The system relies on a strict threshold gate. It analyzes behavioral signals to differentiate normal gaming chatter from a targeted escalation. By evaluating how a conversation behaves rather than waiting for explicit evidence, the system shifts safety from reactive cleanup to proactive protection. But finding the actual risk requires handling millions of normal interactions safely. In this routing protocol, ordinary interactions below the risk threshold hit the gate and instantly dissolve, permanently discarded. However, when an interaction crosses the high-risk threshold, the system preserves the record, locking it into an encrypted evidence capsule with a timestamp. Preventra protects the privacy of the innocent by discarding benign data, while securing the exact context needed to hold bad actors accountable. Technology alone cannot determine guilt. Preventra does not replace human judgment, and it never automatically triggers legal action. Instead, the encrypted evidence capsule is securely routed to a trained trust and safety human analyst. They review a non-graphic summary of the behavioral timeline. The evidence trail is hash-chained and tamper-evident. It proves to investigators exactly what sequence of events took place and guarantees the digital record hasn't been altered. Maintaining this strict, operator-controlled chain of custody ensures total accountability during the review process. Deploying this capability requires strict boundaries. Because the system focuses on behavioral signals rather than scanning message content, it is not an unrestricted, platform-wide scanner. This approach identifies high-risk grooming patterns while operating completely without bypassing end-to-end encryption. Children everywhere deserve secure digital spaces where the early warning signs of harm are no longer left invisible. Earlier intervention, lawful deployment, and human review. Request a deployment